Characteristics of BlaBlaCar as one of the world's ride-sharing leaders. Within the scope of this publication, we aim to examine the characteristics of BlaBlaCar as one of the world's ride-sharing leaders, to consider its advantages and disadvantages, to envision the prospects for its development. The digitalization of society and rapid development of information technologies have led to the emergence of sharing economy. It prioritized timely access to goods and services over ownership, shifting from hyperconsumption to joint consumption. This responsible model of consumption promotes sustainable development. Rachel Boastman, a well-known propagandist of the sharing economy, convincingly responded a question why humanity should move to a more coherent and responsible consumer culture. In her speech at the TED conference back in 2010, she highlighted the inefficiency of individual ownership. She proposed sharing tools and equipment through borrowing, lending, or leasing, which optimizes resource utilization and reduces costs. Carpooling came into being in the USA and the countries of Western Europe in the 40s of the 20th century, and with the advent of the Internet, it received an impetus for the development. According to Modern Intelligence, the ride-sharing market will continue to grow rapidly due to the increasing demand for economical and time-saving vehicles, and by 2027 it will grow by 18%. The European region presently demonstrates the largest carpooling market, although the Asia-Pacific region shows the signs of even faster growth. BlaBlaCar is a leading example of the sharing economy, specifically in the shared ride market. It operates as a carpooling information network, allowing drivers to save on gas expenses and passengers to travel at a lower cost compared to public transportation, rail, or air fares. With over 100 million users, BlaBlaCar serves as an online platform and cloud data storage, facilitating effective search for travel companions and providing monitoring services to prevent fraud. The service is available in 22 countries worldwide. We can distinguish three stages of the BlaBlaCar development presented in slide. The emergence of BlaBlaCar, 2006 to 2010. The idea originated in 2004 when Fred Mazzelli wanted to find a driver to share fuel costs for a trip. In 2006, he purchased the codevoyage.fr domain and co-founded the project with Fred Nepson, Nicholas Brusson, and Olivier Bonnet. The product development strategy was formulated during this stage. The second, development of BlaBlaCar and its entry into the European market of shared trips, 2011-2014. BlaBlaCar expanded into the European market using different websites, such as Commuta in Spain. In 2011, the company entered the UK market and changed its name to BlaBlaCar based on users' indicated talkativeness levels during registration. In 2012, BlaBlaCar further expanded into 6 European countries and standardized its network by renaming the Spanish and French sites. The company received significant investments from Insight Venture Partners and LeadEdge Capital, becoming one of the most Europe's valuable startups. The third, new markets extension, new product offers, 2014 to 2023. BlaBlaCar expanded into Turkey in 2014 and India in 2015. In 2015, it also entered the Latin American market, specifically Mexico and Brazil, with a $200 million funding round. Since 2019, BlaBlaCar has included a legal bus carrier service called BlaBlaCar Pro, connecting carriers and bus fleet owners with nearly 100 million users. In 2018, BlaBlaCar diversified its offerings by acquiring OEBus, a French bus operator, and later partnered with Bus4, a leading bus ticket service in Ukraine and Eastern Europe. The company also launched the BlaBlaHelp app in April 2020 to assist with purchasing products or medicines during the global COVID-19 pandemic. The findings merged from the data analysis can identify the following generalized characteristics of BlaBlaCar users. Majority of users, 62%, are males, with fewer females due to safety concerns. BlaBlaCar offers a girls-only option to address this. The diversity in age with a predomination more than half making 43% of young users aged 25 to 34, people aged 35 make up 30% of users. This can be explained by the fact that this age group are the most advanced users of social networks, the main consumers of goods and services of the sharing economy. BlaBlaCar enables people with special needs to use network sites by changing interface settings, zoom, and navigation using the keyboard. Our research reveals behavioral traits of BlaBlaCar users worldwide. Although there are no significant differences in user behavior across countries, some distinctions exist due to the cultural customs and mentality. Regarding trip planning, users in Western, Southern, and Northern European countries typically plan a shared trip a week or two in advance. They confirm trip details and check the driver's profile 2 or 3 days before departures. In Central and Eastern Europe, trip planning occurs 2 to 3 days in advance, with less emphasis on detailed driver profile checks. Latin American users may plan a trip a week ahead, but frequently cancel it 2 or 3 days before. Driver profile checks are less comprehensive in this region. The countries of the Asian region users strictly observe customs and traditions peculiar to Oriental culture. Thus, women in India, for example, ride only with a female driver. The gender of the user determines the thoroughness of detail checking in the driver's profile. BlaBlaCar entered the Ukrainian market in February 2014 due to the takeover of Bondarenko. As of 2023, Ukraine is among the top 3 countries where BlaBlaCar is developing rapidly. The Ukrainian market boasts 8 million users, with 1 million using the platform monthly. The Ukrainian office employs around 100 people. Analysis of data from the official website indicates that 55% of users utilize BlaBlaCar for vacation trips, 49% for visiting family or relatives, and 42% for business travel. Passenger traffic trends to increase before holidays, with popular destinations in Ukraine, including summer resort cities like Berdyansk, Kirilivka, Iron Port, Zatoka, and South. For winter, popular regions are Bukovel, Vorokhta, Yaremche, and so on and so forth. However, due to the full-scale invasion of Russia into Ukraine, these summer destinations are no longer relevant. The COVID-19 pandemic and the Russian-Ukrainian war have impacted BlaBlaCar's development in Ukraine. In March 2020, BlaBlaCar requested users to temporarily halt travel and advised using the platform only for exceptional and urgent trips. Following the government's decision to ban passenger transportation, BlaBlaCar suspended all bus trips, including those on the Bus4 platform. Currently, the Ukrainian government is gradually allowing the restoration of long-distance travel. BlaBlaCar has implemented improvements and new features on its platform to promote necessary safety measures and health precautions. Users are reminded of safety recommendations and such as not driving if experience COVID symptoms, wearing a mask, maintaining distance, etc. In April 2020, BlaBlaCar launched BlaBlaHelp, a free application for buying essentials during the COVID-19 pandemic. Over 35,000 users have utilized it, and the company encouraged users to share the application with those in need. Additionally, BlaBlaCar supports the armed forces of Ukraine by providing quick and free trips for military personnel needing transportation to these destinations. To conclude, the salient features of the BlaBlaCar Information Network are: BlaBlaCar Information Network is a part of the sharing economy, which is developing at a fast pace. The network provides users with wide possibilities to make trips. The network differs from traditional types of logistics systems. Some aspects of BlaBlaCar activities are partly non-commercial, international, global, and informal. Users can travel in any direction and at any time, and so on and so forth. Considering the features listed above, we can distinguish the main advantages and disadvantages of BlaBlaCar. They are represented on the slide. Sharing economy in general and ride sharing in particular groups in financial benefit, time and resources saving, rational consumption, trust, and communication technologies. Nowadays, BlaBlaCar is a new model and a vivid example of the economy of shared and responsible consumption. It is one of the world-leading online sharing platforms which has gone a long path from the idea of finding fellow travelers to mastering the global market of shared trips and offering new products. Thank you for your attention.